Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your bro, hope you're doing well, and in this video I'm going to teach you guys how we can make a very basic GUI application in Java, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. If you find this video helpful, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support will help keep this channel running. Alright guys and gals, I'm going to teach you all how to create a very basic GUI program. GUI is an acronym for Graphical User Interface. It's a visual program that we can see and interact with, kind of like this. So we'll be using the JOptionPane class and be creating a few message dialog boxes. Before we begin, we'll need an import, so outside of your class, let's type this. Import javax.swing.j option pane. So we will be working with the JOptionPane class. Now what we would like to do is type in some user information into a sort of dialog box, and we'll store this as a string variable called name, kind of like what we did on the video on user input. String name, and in order to create an input dialog box, we're going to type the name of the class JOptionPane dot, and there's a few options. What we would like is show input dialog, and you can really just pick any of these, and we can type in a message. So with this message, let's state enter your name. And when we run this, this is what we have. We have this small GUI dialog box, and we can type in our name and submit it, but it currently doesn't do anything. So let's create another message dialog box that will display our name along with a message. So JOptionPane dot show message dialog. For now, you can just type in null, comma, and then a message. let's say hello plus name, and let's try it. So our first dialog box is the show input dialog message, and we can type in our name and submit a name. And our second box here is a message dialog box. This just displays some information, such as a string of text, and it says, hello bro. This time, let's ask for an age and store this value within an integer variable called age. Int age equals, and we can just copy all of this, j option pane dot show input dialog, and the message will be enter your age. There is one issue though. When you use the show input dialog box, it's going to return a string, and we're attempting to assign the string into an integer variable. So what we would need to do is convert this to an integer, and there is actually a method to do that. So what I'm going to do is use the integer wrapper class and use the parseInt method, and within the parentheses, we're going to take all of this and copy it within our parseInt method, and then add a semicolon at the end. So this will return a string based on what the user types in, and the parseInt method will convert it to an integer that we can store it within our integer variable of age, and then we can display this. So let's display this with another message dialog box. J option pane dot show message dialog. Null will be the first argument, and our message will be you are plus age plus years old. And let's try it. Enter your name, bro. Press OK, hello bro. Then when we click OK again, it's going to go to our next input dialog box. Enter your age. Let's say that I'm 18. Click OK. You are 18 years old. Now let's try this with a double data type. This time, let's create a variable called maybe height. This will be a double value. Values, we're going to change integer. You use the input dot double with a capital D dot parse double. And the message will be enter your height. And our message dialog will be you are height, and let's say this is in centimeters tall. So we have to be sure that we're getting the right data type, because when you use the input dialog box, it's going to return a string. So if you're attempting to assign that string to a certain data type, you have to convert it to that specific data type. So let's try this. Enter your name, bro. Okay. Hello, bro. What is your age? Let's say I'm 18. Press OK. You're 18 years old. Enter your height. I don't know what a good height is. 240 centimeters. And then click OK. You are 240.0 centimeters tall. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, what we have made is a very simple graphical user about going everybody to bro. Guys and gals, in this video I'm going to demonstrate a few useful methods of the math class. To begin, we'll need maybe two numbers. Let's say that these will be double variables, double x. Let's set this equal to 3.14 and double y. We will set this to, let's say, -10. All right, the first useful method is the max method. This will find the larger of two numbers. So in order to use the max method, we're going to type math with a capital M, dot, and there's a few recommendations here. What we would like is the max method. That is right here. So there's a few to choose from. We can compare two integers, two long values, two floats, and two doubles. I'm going to compare the values of x and y. So I'm going to put these within the parentheses of my max method, and then we can either display the result or assign this to a new variable. Let's say double z equals math.max, and we'll compare. x and y and assign the larger number to variable z. And we will display the result. System.out.println z. And the larger of these two numbers is, in fact, x, which is 3.14. And there is also a min method, which will find the lesser of two values, which is variable y, which is -10. Another useful method is the absolute function method. It's just ABS, like abs, six-pack abs. And we'll pass in y. And this will display the absolute value of y, which is 10. So the absolute value is basically a number without the negative sign. I'm not a mathematician, so I could be wrong in that definition. All right, we also have the square root function. That is sqrt. The square root of y. I don't know what the square root of -10 is, but we're about to find out. I don't know. I guess that didn't work. Let's change y to 10. 3.16 blah 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 blah. All right, that is the square root function. We can also round. Let's round x. So x rounded is 3.0. On the other hand, seal, like ceiling, this will always round up. So 3.4 or 3.14 always rounded up is 4. And floor will always round down. So 3.14 always rounded down is 3.0. Here's a project that we can work on. Let's create a program that will find the hypotenuse of a triangle. and we will ask the user for side x and side y. So to begin, let's declare two variables, double x and double y. Actually, I take that back. Let's declare double z as well, because z will be the result, the hypotenuse. We'll also need a scanner to accept some user input. Scanner equals new scanner. Within the parentheses, we're going to type system.in. We'll need an import, so include this import at the top, import java.util.scanner. We'll need a prompt for side x and side y. We can do that with a print line statement. Enter side x. I can't type today. And we will store the result within variable x. X equals, we need some user input, scanner dot next double, because we would like a double value. Let's repeat the process for side y. Enter side y. We'll store the result within variable y. Now here's the tricky part. There is a mathematical formula to calculate the hypotenuse given two angles, well, two sides of a triangle. So this is what we're gonna do. First, we'll multiply x times x plus y times y. Then we need to put this within the square root function of the math class. Math, make sure it's with a capital M, dot sqrt. And we are going to take all of this and place this within the square root function. And we will assign this to our variable of z. So z equals math.square root x times x plus y times y.